Alright, here we go. Elite Co 3 here. We're going to do a trip to the Mailbin. And I got a small stack to start us off of stuff that I just opened up and pulled out. So here we go with Babe Ruth. 19, I don't know what I'm talking about. It's 2018 museum collection. This was like a 10 card lot. I think they were about $1 a piece. I honestly don't know the true value of these, but I thought they looked like decent penny cans. So I might keep a couple, throw the rest in the store. The artist did a fantastic job on these, so 10 of those, and then this was like 30 cents. Mark Walton jersey, I don't know why I bought that. We got a Moss Brilliance 98. Fantastic card. About $5 shipped. Fitzgerald Score, classic card right here. And these next few were like a $1. Taco Charlton. That's Score 17. Solomon Thomas. So something I like to do when I'm buying stuff on eBay is like, this is the main card that I wanted. This is the Panthers rookie tight end Ian Thomas, and I think it was about $3 plus shipping. But I think he had like free combined shipping. So I mean, I got the Solomon Thomas for like $1 or like 75 cents. So it's wise as a buyer to sometimes buy more than one thing from a seller, depending on their combined shipping. Some people won't do it, which I think is pretty silly. And then this Jamal Moore, who I guess is on the roster bubble. He was like a third or fourth. I think he was a fourth round pick from Missouri. That's the certified, one of the RPAs. I haven't broken any certified. The price point's just too high for me, so I have to get my fix that way. We're starting off with a absolute zinger. Man 07. This is actually for the PC. It is a little off-centered, left to right, but it's also a PSA 7, so there are some 7s definitely with better centering. But I think the rest of the card looks pretty damn good. It's in the Lighthouse holder, so recently submitted. So somebody just had this thing sitting around, I guess, and didn't decide to slab it until now. So 61 Mano tops. That'll go in my Mano registry. Maybe I'll do a showcase. But I've still got to get the 52 tops. I'm thinking in a PSA 2 at some point. Or maybe a nice 1.5. I don't know what those go for. Probably like 12,000. So yeah, this is kind of my new format. I just open the package to see what it is so I can leave feedback so I don't get backed up on that. This is a new product that's kind of intriguing from Panini, and it's called Elements Football. And the box break, you only get like 4 cards a box, so you get absolutely hammered if you don't hit like one of the quarterbacks. But I got this auto for like $10. This is kind of one of the guys I'm going to start a little mini PC up. He's a receiver, DJ Moore for the Panthers. Okay, so this guy, I left this guy neutral feedback because I didn't like the way these cards were. It's the cards that coming out of the cases. Like if you properly secure these, you got to put it in the middle. Get the cards in the middle, tape around like this, and then tape around like that. So I just thought it was kind of, the way it was shipped was just kind of sloppy. So, and there's actually more than one card in here, so let's take a look inside. Be careful not to cut the card. Alright, so I think there's 2 of these. Yeah, there's 2 of these elite rookie elitist inserts. And then this was kind of the main card I wanted from the lot. Great looking card. Darnold. I'm not like PCing him, but this is a slab can. So that's the purple to 99. Sports Card Depot. Huh. It's got Hot Wheels too. That's pretty cool. This is just an Acuna Chrome. I think these go anywhere from like $6 to $10 with shipping included. So it's, he's doing pretty damn good right now. And if you don't want to spend the crazy amount of money to get like his Chrome Auto, just pick up a base rookie or a base refractor and call it a day with him. His stuff's already so high. It's not to say it couldn't go higher, because it definitely could, but it's just at a price point that just it's hard for me to justify, spending $600 on his base Chrome. Here's a Kareem Hunt Select. This is just a kind of a Chiefs card I wanted to try to slab. I didn't break any of the 17 Select, but it did look nice. So most likely I'll break some 18 Select. Kind of been breaking more stuff this year. So this was when I first opened this package, I was like, I didn't buy a Devin Smith auto, but I bought this Antonio Brown, and this is the blue 1/10. I think these just look really cool. So I was gonna try to slab that, and if not, I'll just run it in an auction. So, and then that was just thrown in for free. So a Devin Smith Inception auto to 50. I think the Jets cut him. He was a first round pick, so that was definitely a bust. And then they drafted Hackenberg the next year, so they've kind of been missing right and left. This is neat. Kid for the Broncos side. I'm kind of getting into football now. For a while, you didn't see a football card at all on here, but it's just kind of changing of the season. So, Cortland Sutton. This is the certified purple to 10. Just a badass looking card with a cool patch. Sutton should get some playing time this year. We'll see. We've got a purple Josh Rosen from Elite. So I'm definitely into Elite and Certified. I think those sets just look fantastic. Two of my favorites of the year, and they both come out in the summertime. Let's see what we got going on in here. It's some VIX. So we're getting the mandatories out of the way with about 6 of them. So we got the SPX. This is the blue one. Always a tough slab. Longevity. This is actually a 2000 card, so it would be an extended rookie or XRC. It's out of 30. Low print. I guess I'll get the painter's tape off his face. So there's that. Nice call with the painter's tape from this dude. Vanguard. I'll just leave that one on the face. $2.99 on that one. And then Bowman's Best. I think this finest was like $12, and then the best was like $6. So Vic stuff's just, the market for him stays pretty solid. So the finest is out of 1,000, and then this one's out of $14.99. Now Breeze stuff, on the other hand, of cards like this have just gone crazy. So I don't know if there's like some new buyers coming in, but Breeze stuff was always, I thought, very affordable, and I always had him as kind of a buy candidate. And I'm actually going to make a buy, sell, hold NFL preview video here in the next couple weeks. And then I'm going to make a baseball one in September for the end of season, because I did do one in April. It's kind of two of the videos I have planned. We'll just take all these cards out. Okay, we're empty. Another Kareem Hunt. This is 18 draft picks. And this is like the cracked ice to 10. Just kind of a cool print. I think this is an auto. Jennings Family Business. I've definitely bought from them in the past. They do a good job. Fournette Prestige. This is like an extra points auto. Maybe not extra. Yeah, it says it right there. So this is out of 100. Just kind of got. It's got kind of like a little shimmer going on with it. That's a slab can. And then Verdugo Finest. Just kind of stocking a little bit up on him. He hasn't played much, but I think next year he'll get a lot more playing time. So here's a Saquon Barkley. As you guys know, if you follow the football card market, he's definitely got the most hobby of the 2018 class currently. But he is a tailback. A very exciting prospect. So we'll see how his career goes. Certified seal of approval Breeze to 50. That was like $1. Got to buy that for $1. So the that Barkley was like 13, 14, and then the Breeze was $1. Ozzy Albies. I think I overpaid for this one. It was like $20. It's he's kind of in a slump right now, but I'm still definitely starting to PC up of Albies. This is like the 18 chrome refractor variation. Very cool how they did the variations as refractors. It's a nice touch from chrome. I want to bust a couple chrome jumbos on film too, just so you guys can see the layout of the product. Here's a Treasures hunt. So there's some cream hunts starting to trickle in here. This was like $15. It's a Treasures, a nice patch out of 25. So a lot of cards to go through. I'm prepping a 500 card order. I think I need about 70 cards. So I'm getting there. I'm trying to focus on quality and not just throwing cards in. And I'm doing a lot less of the junk wax this time. I think there's only a few junk wax cards in there. DJ Shark, that's the certified orange, $3.49. I think he's gonna get some playing time. We'll see. And this was kind of like me buying an extra card because it makes sense when they do combined shipping. So this is a Fournette purple to 10. Neat little card right there. I think this is another Vic. Yeah, I saw all these Vics popping up, and I was like, oh, I gotta buy them. It's almost like a job, just to make sure all the Vics are off the market. This is in like a weird slab Sports Collector's Digest. It's not numbered. It's got a neat little patch, and he's got like the old school Falcon uniform on, and it says Mint 9 on it. It's actually a decent slab. It feels pretty, yeah, it's solid. It's like the SGC one with that black. I don't know what SGC's doing now. I saw their new slab. I think it's pretty ugly. Their new design. Here is certified 01 to 400. Yeah, I thought they were gonna have a huge announcement of like card grading by scanners or computers, so I was excited for that, but they didn't really have anything to say at the National, so that was kind of a disappointment. Here's a home and away. This was like $7. Neat card from Top Tier. I like those old Top Tier cards. Here's some more. We got the Ultra Gold Medallion. I don't remember what that was. Maybe like $40, but it's out of 100. It's got a low print and a nice looking design. These cases are terrible for your cards. I've noticed when I pull cards out of these, the corners are always pushed in. So this is kind of a case that nobody uses anymore. They use the snappies, which are the magnetics, which are better. But I prefer top loaders still. And then here's another one of those cases, but this is the Elite Aspirations red to 93. That's badass. Old school Elite Vic right there. So we got some more. We got the Avant card to 500. Private stock to 200. That's a neat looking one. There's no Falcons logo. It must have been during training camp or something. And then that one's, look at that back edge. This is like a PSA 5. See how that's like ripped down? I'll have to send the seller something on that. That's a little unacceptable, right? Then we got this slab. These are so tough to, it's so tough to snap your cards out of these because they don't break apart. I don't know, it's like it's a different type of material, like plastic. So it's a pain in the ass, but I'll work through it to get it out of here. 10 corners, I see white right there. So these grading companies that popped up, I think in like the early to mid 2000s, they all went extinct because they're not really credible at all. This is another one of the certifieds to 400, and this is an impossible set, guys. I've never even seen a PSA Mint 9 of this card in the Breeze, the Vic, or the Tomlinson, but this one has a sweet patch going on. So tons of Vics, not to bore the non-Vic collectors, but gotta show them. They're in the bin. Oh, this is neat. This is 17 certified, which since these are second-year players and the hype's gone, you can pick a lot of these up dirt cheap. So this is a gold Fournette with a nice patch to 25. I think I got this for like 12 bucks or something. I think that's a good buy. This is a thick package. We'll see what's going on though. These are penny cans, I think. Yeah, so this guy had like this crazy elite lot. So that so I'm gonna flip through these real fast, but so you guys can kind of see some of the players in here. But I thought for the price this auction went for, I thought it was a great buy for me. Throw these in the store, keep a few maybe. But these are elite draft picks. I don't know if you guys have taken a look at that product. It's actually not bad. The auto pool's a little too deep, but it is a draft picks product, so I think that's kind of what should be expected. So there's 38 autos here. There's, I don't know, about 30 right here. So let's just flip through, see if there's any notables. Austin Pro. Deshaun Hamilton's on the Broncos. That one's out of 99. Kenny Hill. Trenton Thompson. Jamal Moore to 99. So I probably paid like $2 an auto. I don't know. David Wells. There's a Harrison Phillips. Josh Sweat. Kalen Ballage. He's supposed to get some time with the Dolphins. Simi Cobbs. So a bunch of autos. Those will go in the store. So if you're into cheap autos, free shipping, those will probably all be up tonight. 10 days. 10-day auction starting on a Thursday, so it'll end on a Sunday night. Which everybody says when you list your stuff, it's best to end on a Sunday night. I don't really think it matters. There's so many different tools that buyers use now, like sniping tools and stuff. I mean, you can almost end your stuff in the middle of the day and it would go for, less, but not dramatically less. See, that one's pretty good. That's like a $10 to $12 card. And when you pick these up in a lot like this for, $2 a card, it's pretty good. A bunch of these Adam Brennemans, Quinn Blanding, Jamon Moores, we got Jordan Whiteheads, Kaiser White, Goolsby's. I probably put some of these low end guys just into like 2 or 3 card lots. That's the best way to do it when you're offering free shipping, because there's a Hayden Hurst. He's the Ravens' first round tight end draft pick. Like my cost when I ship a card out with free shipping with all the costs included is probably about 85 cents. So it makes sense to couple stuff in if it's gonna sell for like $1.50 or $2. Put two together, if that makes sense. Ozzy Albies, so his stuff has dropped. So I've picked up a few more of those. I think this was like 82 plus shipping, and these peaked at about 150 to 1. I think they crept to 170. In like April or May when he got off to the hot start. So his stuff's falling back. It's still higher than it was when the season started, but it's falling back, and that happens sometimes. Kareem Hunt. This is Panini Origins, which 18 just came out yesterday, and it looks good except for those 0-0 jerseys, which just look lame. This one's out of 49. You would think with all the technology they would just Photoshop a number on them instead of putting that 0-0 on there. It just looks awkward. Here's one that hasn't been opened yet. Sometimes they get lost in this shuffle. I don't know what this is. I guess trying to protect the package with that. It's pushed down. See, I don't like when people ship stuff like that, and that might just be me. and I've talked about this in the past. I feel like a card, when it's shipped like this, I think you should protect it, like put some cardboard or top loaders around it and then tape around it, just to give it an extra level of protection. So this is another one of we're getting into penny can lots here. So the reason these tend to go cheaper is because most collectors don't want 30 random players. You know, they're after a certain player or team. So, and it's actually the people that sell these. It's a quick way to sell all the cards and not have to keep any around, and you don't have to pay for shipping for each one. So I definitely see why they do this. This is Contenders draft picks. I think these look okay. Not really crazy about them, and I know these go for the box price of these is like $130 a box. I think that's a ripoff. Jalen Samuels. So there's a few notables in here. So we'll see how those do in action. We have a Benintendi lot. This kid can just flat out play. So we've got a bunch of the Bowman drafts, and they're all top loaded, which is a nice touch. This is like a dollar card, but Bowman draft 15 Benintendis. I think there's some more Benintendis in here. This is a big lot of his stuff. So we got some more papers. I think there was like 50 of these papers. And this card honestly doesn't have that much value. Even if you get a 10 on it, I think it's worth like $12, maybe 15 tops. So I think it's all the same card. I thought there were some chromes in here, but it's all the chrome draft papers, so 50 of them. Let's take a look at this one. Okay, so we saw the Mantle 7, and then here's a PSA 5. So obviously a dramatic price increase when you bump to a 5 to a 7. You kind of go from collector grade to investment grade. But PSA 5 Mantle. This one's centered. I think it's a little bit worse than the last one, but it's a 5. So then let's take a look at the back. Yeah, the corners, I mean, they're not terrible, but they're just more pushed in than the 7. And I'm just taking like a quick glance, and I think maybe the color and the surface isn't quite as good as the 7 that we saw. So, I mean, for a lot of collectors, that aren't into the high grades and stuff and just want a nice example, I don't really think it makes sense to pay, you know, the premium for 7s and 8s. If you can get like a 3 or a 5 that looks nice to you, it just kind of, it's all about what you're into. Here's an Elite Sammy Darnold to 86. It's a neat little aspirations card. And we've got this Pen Pals DJ Moore. Black ink. There are ones that are signed in green, which are supposed to be SSPs to 10 or less. So that's something to note if you're buying or breaking a box of it. And then we got a Ronald Jones, who has struggled pretty badly so far, but it's still early. This was about $12. This is a certified orange to $249. Nice chunk in that one. I'm getting kind of to the bottom of the bin here. So we got this Jordan Howard gold to 25. That was certified 16. Here is New England Sports Cards, who do a ton of lots on eBay if you guys ever try to buy from them. They got these Petersons up and they went cheap though, so he just signed. Alright, we got these Stantons. There's 5 of them. Bowman Chrome Draft 2010. They look pretty good. I'll have to take a look at the surface and the centering on these. That's the main things I'm going to focus on to see if they are indeed slab cans and a thicker top loader. Elements 18 football, 3-color patch of Lamar Jackson to 50. And these are made of like metal, so they're really heavy. Something to note if you are shipping them or breaking a box of that stuff. This is funny when they have this mini labels. It looks funny. We got a Fred Taylor Spa. That's the die cut 98 to 500. That's sick. There's that one. There's a couple more. Here's some Acuñas. Try to slice into this thing. There we go. So we got the Pro Debut 18s, one of the chromes, 17 paper. Alright, and lastly, we're going to end with an absolute bang here. We're going back to 54. We got this Hank Aaron 54 tops in a PSA 6. So this is it's not my card. It's for the investor, but it's still sick to hold and to look at. So PSA 6 in one of it was slabbed a while ago. And it doesn't have the best centering. That can be an issue with this set, but it does have great color. Overall, it looks fantastic. So PSA 6 of the iconic Hank Aaron 54 tops. So we're going to end this one, and I'll get this video uploaded today.